There are certain things that drive some people absolutely crazy. For example, for some, if you just take your fingernails and go down a chalkboard, it is unbearable. There's even something called Chinese water torture, which basically means you just have drops of water hitting someone in their forehead. Initially, it's not a problem, but eventually sounds like bombs going off inside their head. Well, guess what? The narcissist has their own version of this, although they never want you as an empath to know it. Now, here's the deal. As an empath, I understand we have no interest in hurting someone that we love. So when you think of someone being tortured by something that you've done, you don't even consider this as an option. Why? Because guess what? You wouldn't want somebody to do that to you. But a huge area where empaths struggle is in setting boundaries. Okay? See, for many of you, it wasn't even an option growing up to have boundaries. You were told this is what you're going to do, and this is how you're going to do it by a narcissistic parent. So boundaries was a luxury you just couldn't afford. And that's what turned you into the people pleaser, the doormat, which we know you don't like being. And the narcissist, you know what they did? They just came in and exploited it. Scripture talks about binding the strong man. Well, the way that you bind the narcissist is you give them what I call no wiggle room accountability. This will torture them like you wouldn't believe, which is why it's called narcissistic injury. Because guess what? It hurts them. So, for example, if they gaslight you, you let them know. I know you gaslighting me right now. I see what you're doing. It's not working. And of course, they're going to do what they're going to do in true narcissistic fashion. I ain't gaslighting you. You gaslighting me. And then you know what you do? You just sit back. You don't say anything. No response. Ooh, they will pull out their whole bag of narcissistic tricks to try to get a reaction out of you. So why? They can ultimately blame you for doing something that you didn't do anyway. But when you don't react, the internal pain that will ensue will be unbearable. And ultimately, this is what happens. Your no response becomes no contact. And guess what? That'll be that. So listen, I know for some of you listening right now, you're saying, Doc, in my head, I see it. I know how they're treating me. I see what they're doing. I can't move for some reason. I can't do the boundary thing. I just can't. It's okay. No worries. Just go to my website, christopherreed.org. Schedule your free 30-minute consultation so I can tell you how coaching can help you put those boundaries in place firmly and then ultimately put the narcissist back in their cage. Hey, if you like this, please make sure you subscribe. I'll talk to you later. Peace.